Form Engine is a Java web framework that can be integrated with a few easy steps into a servlet container. We would have seen so many web frameworks, but Form Engine is very flexible and very easy to implement also. Generally, whenever we have any, for example, we have a HTML page with two fields saying like enter username and enter password with two text fields. But here, using Form Engine, I will have a control on field name as well as what exactly the text field. So how flexibilities we'll try to see in example. And form processing occurs in a form sessions that bind data processing abilities along with a snapshot of current data. And this will be enables simple definition and processing of complex and dynamic forms. And the process of a form involves the verification of the input data and the calculation of input based on the input information which is coming from input fields. So what user is entering those fields, right? So we can easily do validate using Form Engine, and we have a chance to change dynamically those field data. And in Form Engine we have a different features like Ajax enable for Web 2.0 application and server-side validation on form for more security, customizable error messages, integration with the database, CRUD operations via DAO framework. So if you see one example, how you feel is like this is the simplest web framework which you have ever seen. That is my practical knowledge, what I have seen using Form Engine framework. And here we have a different features you can see here. So before going, we'll start Form Engine framework one sample program. So how it is easy, we'll try to see. Okay, for Form Engine we required two files. One is property file and XML file. So just now before I have mentioned one point like field details and what exactly that text field is, we can control from server side itself. So it's something like whenever we think any changes required to do from server change, we'll think like it is difficult to modify, but this way is like we are controlling those data using property file and XML file. Okay, we'll start with example. So this is my index file. Here you have to keep in mind I'm including menu.jsp. Okay, so what menu.jsp having? So we'll go and see what menu.jsp. See, here I have two forms. One is login page and other one is registration page. And here you have to keep in mind is I have a form.jsp file. For that I am passing login underscore page as a attribute value for form, and here I am passing register page as a form value. Here whatever value we are giving form equal to, this value will be there, right? So based on the login page, nothing but based on the attribute value, we'll have a specific XML file where it can see this is the XML file, how it is taking XML file based on the form name. So how my login page.xml will be, this is my login page.xml file. If you see here I have a login connector class and I'm specifying username and password. If you see level key, I'm giving username dot level and level key as a password dot level. So I have two fields in login page. One is username and password. So these details will come from property file. So what is my property file? This is my property file. See, login underscore page, nothing but which form name I am giving it. So this is the link for form attribute value. So based on that, this XML will be built, and properties values like login underscore page dot username, which I have given label key. So label will be like a form name dot username dot label. So like that it will be pick up from property file. Okay. So before seeing that, I hope those XML and property file you will be, I think you can able to understand. And before going to further, we'll see what form did JSP and how this form is able to retrieve a property and XML. So I have a form.jsp, how it is picking up. See, I have a implementation based on the form name. It is trying to pick the XML and it is parsing it, and it is creating a form context for a form. So this is the form.jsp is always will be constant, nothing but what I mean is, see here form.jsp I am passing form equal to login page. So if I want to introduce one more file, so as of now I have a login underscore page and a register page. If you want to introduce one more file, just you have to pass form equal to that specific page, something like index page. So form equal to index page, and for that you have to add remaining properties what and all you want to include, and you have to add one more XML file with what and all properties are required for you. So this is the implementation. And login connector is something like after submitting the value of login page, how it can be processed from Java side. So that will be handled by the login connector. So this is the file. And for form engine web.xml, these are the changes are required to add it. So this is the my lib folder for that, and these are the required jars. So form engine jar is mandatory, and as well as tinymca.jar is available. And you can see my application, my project, how looks like. So something like form engine dot properties, whatever we are taking up. So if you want to specify internalization also, you can use it. So very simple program. We need a JSP and having with based on the forms XML and one property file. Of course, property file is something like it is available for all XML file. So whenever you introduce any form, only XML will be extra and properties will be added to the property file. So if you see this one, right, login page. So whenever I click on login page, it is calling form.jsp of form equal to login page. So this is the implementation of what form engine is, and you can happily download from here and you can try and execute this example. So this is very easy implementation for web frameworks. So whenever you want to try, just you have to include that XML file with the different properties.